we'll see. I mean, Peanut's been having some really great performances nowadays, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if he can kind of revitalize the Olaf. We just don't see too much Olaf nowadays, especially after some of the nerfs. And taking a look at this pick ban as well, the other thing that struck me is that Chovy's back on Azir, and this is the one champion. He's played so many different champions so far in this split. He's 0-3 on Azir. So he's actually looking for his first win on this champion in this first game.
That's not something we say about Chovy very often, though. That's
Yeah.
like we can all agree on that. And this is scarily reminiscent of the kind of draft that Liv Sandbox had against Hanwha Life. That is why they looked weakest. To be a Scuttle coming out here. Johan is there, though.
Waiting in the brush here. Peanut just running straight into him. Looking for that early trade. Down comes the Cassiopeia, but take a look at the mid lane. Bay is not here. Peanut is going to get knocked up so far into the air. And yes, you can teleport, but it is about 5 years late as they're trying to get in and make the 2v3 happen now. Rich is going to get the kill on a Chovy, but he is most definitely going to go down as a double kill to Johan already is pretty nice for Hanwha Life.
Threw me off a little bit there, and I thought that, I take the time to explain.
I think Rich might be dead here.
Possibly.
Johan is just so fed, and there's no flash on the Cassiopeia. Yeah, well, he's actually going to miss the knockup. Morgan getting a bit greedy with that one. It's not going to matter anyways. Peanut is just like, yeah, I can't help you, buddy. I don't know what you expect of me. And this is kind of what you were talking about. Peanut was here, but at this point, not able to help
really
out.
Hard. However, this bot lane pressure has been really good from Dr. and Kalin. And that does still open up this objective here. I don't know if they want to go for a contest, because I feel like they might if the blast cone is up.
Bottom
look like it.
Bottom looks pretty even, and even Deft is trying to push out, and there's a lot of pings that go down onto the Dragon. It seems like Hanwha Life know he's taking it, but they're just like, yeah, whatever, let him take it.
They don't need to do anything. Like, you can
Here we go.
make plays.
This is what I was talking about. The flash comes out, you dodge the stun. Miasma not going to help out too much. The teleports are coming in, and they can't quite stretch onto Rich here, but Tovey also teleporting up to the top side. They're going to force that Ragnarok out once again. And they don't get the kill onto Rich, but they do get his flash. And a traded teleports with the pushing lane means that Hanwha Life out of the Olaf already. As Chovy is in a really wonky spot. He's being chased down by Rich here. Going to miss the Emperor's Divide, but the wall is good enough. That's all he needed. That's actually a really cute choke there for the Azir. It's actually the perfect width, I suppose, that wall to just stop anyone from chasing you.
This will mean a second Drake here, though, for Nongshim. With Chovy having to back another thing's teleport available to do the play they made up earlier on top side. I don't think you need to contest here, Hanwha Life.
Yeah.
I hope they don't.
Well, it's 3v4. And Johan, you could see he's considering it, at least maybe looking to pick up the scraps. Soul is a lot, right? Boy. So we could see Hanwha Life. Well, this might just be actually dead Duck Dom here. He is going to ult and flash away as the Ignite is ticking, but he will survive, actually, after all of that. As Deft pretty low. Kellen thinking about it. The flash comes in. He's got Ignite. Kellen's looking for that solo kill. And, well, it's not going to work out this time around as the Unbreakable will come in as he's just being chased down the lane as Johan will be looking for more. And Deft, at the end of it all, will pick up some beef.
And it felt like an overextension from Hanwha Life, but they are still firmly in control. Going to pick up the turret here as well. And that's going to elevate the gold lead. The one upside for Nongshim is they stalled it a little bit, right? So it's not like a full played first turret, but it's still not a good position to be in. So the teleport comes in.
Okay, backing on a ward. This is what can happen. The Emperor Frost is going to miss. Rich still on the chase, and another blocking wall. Chovy's figured out this is here. He's like, yeah, I don't need to knock you away or up or anything. I'll just put a wall in your face. See you later. Yeah, Kellen going on a little bit of an escapade here. It looks like he didn't know that Morgan actually spotted him, so we might have some more dead cow. No flash available for Kellen, as, yeah, he's just dead meat here. The Rift Herald is going to go down. Peanut will pick that one up, but it is just the second Rift Herald. It's now Peanut on the run. Kind of a silly-looking Scion train comes in, and Nongshim will disengage. But Hanwha Life gets so much out of this. They get the kill. They get first track onto the mid lane. As you can see, even Morgan is helping to zone them away.
And these first item spikes have been hit by Hanwha Live, right? Chovy's picked up the Ludens. Not sure if Morgan really wants to be here. He has the help from the rest of his team, so he's going to be fine. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Even with the sign falling behind in the early game, if you don't actually keep him down and like...
They're going to try for it here as Nongshim grouping up on the right side. They're going to drop down the Rift Herald, get some pressure onto the bottom lane. Samalite taking this one very slow. They're not just running at the Drake, still showing a lot of respect as here comes the Scion. Nice Cassiopeia ultimate onto the Udyr, who is burning down, but that is a massive ultimate coming in from Vista, and this is just going to be the huge cleanup from Hanwha Life. Peanut gets the 1 kill onto Chovy, but Feathers come in from all sides, and Hanwha Life will clean up the fight.
Oh, it's so beautifully played from Hanwha Live there. As you said, they play it slow, but they can afford to. They have a beefy front line, and they know unless one of us gets picked off at the start of this fight in a straight-up 5v5, we are strong enough, right? You have two huge threats, and we see that even though Chovy goes down there in the end, Vista creates so much space for the rest of his team.
Would have been better, but you can't always get everything, can you? They got just enough. As Morgan gonna push that away. He's getting dove by 3 people. He just says, yep, see you later, guys. I gotta take the train.
Is he gonna teleport out?
To Busan. Yeah, he's just out of here. I don't know. He's like, yeah, I'll see you guys in game 2. I'm not playing this game with you guys anymore.
I mean, there's no turret. He can just buff to the rest of his team.
Let's watch Duck Dom try to tickle him here. Wow, actually Vista does commit to the ultimate. They're really respecting Peanut's wraparound here, and now he might actually be in a little bit of trouble with Bay coming up here. No more ultimate available. He will flash the wall. Scat of the Week is there, but now we've got Johan, we've got Chovy around, and Deft in the wings.
I like the fact that he won't do as much roll damage, but in this comp, if you can survive, that's good enough.
Not sure about this positioning here for Bay. We've seen mid laners get caught out in these side lanes many times. I think this might just be another one of those. As Chovy, this time he's going to get the sweep, and he will also get the kill. As Bay will go down once again, just farming a little bit too far down the top lane.
And that's going to open up the Baron. Hanwha Life and an incredibly quick one here. I don't know if Nongshim can do anything, but giving this up is basically admitting defeat, Valdez.
Yeah, take a look at this Baron damage you were talking about. It 22 minutes in. They're already down to half health. Ritz just getting poked away. They will look for the turn. As Kellen tanking up a lot here. Johan getting pretty low, but the wraparound from Vista again is pretty huge as he will be going down, but now Def trying to go over the wall, looking for that YouTube highlight as Johan will be able to finally smack down the Kaisa. As now Teleport finally coming in from Bay, looking to follow up on this fight. We'll see if he can do anything. The answer will be no.
If they have their ultimates available, they should be fine here.
I think we're going to see the train arriving at the station here in just a moment. Here comes Morgan, right down the middle, looking for the Syndra. And he is going to get booped away, but Bay takes a huge amount of damage. They're just trying to get Peanut out of the pit so they can get the dragon. Knockup goes on to Rich, as he will eventually go down. Hanwha Life, finish the dragon. Yeah, there you go. You get the Infernal. Now you can go for the kills. Pick up a couple on the backside of that one, as the double will actually go to Morgan on the side.
I think the first win for Chovy might be coming in here, Valdez. It's looking good for Hanwha Life. And yet again, you see why we talk about them being a team that with this composition, just get to the mid game, just get to the 5v5 stage and you're going to be fine. And they show it so clearly here. And as Nongshim, someone is always going to get caught. And outside of Kellen, you don't really have anyone that can frontline reliably for you. Peanut is just not that tanky. And that creates a situation which Rich, Bay, and Doctom just don't have any space to get anything done. It's pretty close, but Johan, he was ready for the Void Seeker from the beginning. There were a couple of mistakes left and right, but when push came to shove, it never felt like they weren't on the right track. And then at this point in time as Nongshim, like, your champions just don't really do anything. Bay's not going to get through anyone. Peanuts can't really get anything going.
All right, well, they're going to find Johan in the front, and they do have a lot of pick here, as they will take down the Udyr. Kellen gets very low. Morgan soaks up an insane amount of damage as they do eventually take out the support from the side of Nongshim. You know, maybe, but
it works.
Not a huge fan. I'm not really sure what's going on here. You're just not allowed to be here. He doesn't even have an inhibitor, let alone an inner or inhibitor turret. So with zero vision in the jungle, that's just a out of position play.
There's also a Drake coming up, so you know they're bot side. Like, you know that they're going to be there. This is... Kaisa is a pretty good tank buster, okay? She has Kraken Slayer and Lord Dominic's.
Yeah.
You see Morgan standing
He's
there
at full
like...
health.
Haha, got him!
Yeah.
Just... the only one who can do it somewhat is Callan, and he will have to blow everything.
What's going on? Can't go there.
No.
You don't have vision. You are... okay, now you don't have Ragnarok or Flash. I think we're going to see a dead Olaf here in just a bit. And that's kind of the state of Olaf right now.
Gold lead. Unless we see another colossal misplay from Hanwha Life. The last time it was just Johan, and they're going in here.
Yeah. Look at how much damage they're trying to do to Sion. He's still above half health at this point.
Turrets.
Johan is just in the face of Duck Dom, doesn't even die to him. Nicer little scat of the week comes out here from Bay, but there's just zero follow-up at this point. Triple kill will go the way of Chovy. He's looking for maybe the Penta here, if Peanut will be so generous. But doesn't quite look like it. They're just going to sit under their turrets. Vista going to get the nice knock up here. Perfect stopwatch timing. Give that one over to Depth as well. As Peanut will eventually go down. Not before he does get the kill, though, onto Depth. It looks like Hanwha Life has ended this game finally at about 31.5 minutes, as they will take down the Nexus turrets and then go ahead and take down the Nexus. This is going to be 1-0 to the side of Hanwha Life.
Cool, calm, and collected from Hanwha Life.
Stats and see some of the destruction as well. Azir Zaya with 3 Infernals by the end of it all and up more than 10,000 gold. They're going to be pretty happy.
It's also a game where Morgan did more damage than a Cassiopeia and a Syndra. Which, you know, that's
yeah, I don't.
That says a lot about like the state of the game. And
oh man!
Unironically, Sion actually does do a lot of damage, especially if you stack 3 Infernals on him, right? Like Decimating Smash actually it really pops.
Welcome back everybody for the Friday's LCK, and today's analyst desk will be joined by Changhyun Lee, Gorilla, and Kuro. Welcome! And this is Season with the translation. And Hanwha Life is on their second challenge to get 3rd place, whereas Nongshim Red Force is trying to bounce back after a bit of a slump. But Hanwha Life stood strong in Game 1. And Nongshim once again tried Cassiopeia at top, the thing that they tried up against Genji, but still they were not able to find success with this pick. With the Glacial Everfrost buff, actually Nongshim wanted to try this once again, but it failed for sure. And Udyr is still one of the OP champions in the meta. And Azir was actually a pick that Bay has been showing a great performance, so they took it away from him. And you saw Azir versus Syndra matchup in the mid lane, and Syndra is a champion that has push priority up against Azir. But Azir, at the same time, he has a dash ability, so he can go really aggressively up against Syndra. So later on, Azir can definitely play Syndra, but still focusing on the early game, Syndra can have the lane priority. So Syndra can push the wave and reset and TP back for the Scuttle, and I guess that was the play that Nongshim was looking for, but let's take a deeper look in the following replay. And for the bottom lane, I want to kind of point out that it's really good to kind of pick the bottom duo later. So Hanwha Life followed this plan. They completed their top side comp first, and then in the second rotation of the pick, they completed the Lovers duo. So in this draft, Hanwha Life was able to secure some of the top tier champions overall in the map, whereas Nongshim Red Force, their pocket pick didn't really work. So let's take a look at this first highlight. Nongshim Red Force was definitely in a good spot to take this Scuttle fight. Syndra pushed the wave and recalled, and Cassiopeia also pushes the lane to rotate towards the river. But had that fully charged Sion Q not landed, that could have been a good fight for Nongshim for sure, because Azir was in a very awkward situation to join that fight as well, whereas Syndra could purchase some items and join that fight. But after that fight, Sion got too fed, so there was no member on the side of Nongshim Red Force to kill him. And Hana Life was able to push the issue forward around the top side of the map, but there was this huge accident that break out in this dragon fight. Nongshim Red Force, they actually had a decent dragon stack, whereas Hana Life, they wanted to stop the consecutive objective stack by Nongshim Red Force, but Hana Life was able to shove in the wave in the mid lane, and they used their herald to the bottom lane, which means they were in a good spot to take this fight. So Alistar was able to block Sion, and also Miasma was used in order to man-mark Sion, which means there weren't any ability to man-mark Rakan, looking for that fantastic engage, and then a huge follow-up coming from Azir and Sion was really on point. So it was a free bouncy castle for the member of Nongshim Red Force, and Hana Life was able to walk away with a win. And also the Drake. That Miasma was really critical for that teamfight position, but Rich was not able to find a huge angle with that ability, and the players were not really that connected in that teamfight. And the POG will go over to Vista on that Recon performance. That Dragon teamfight was fantastic, starting from a grand entrance of Recon. Nongshim Red Force was doing a great work, staying outside of the range of Recon, but kind of this performance reminds Gorilla of the old days where Recon was super OP and he was super fast. And we put a lot of spotlight on the support matchup today, and I think the hype was real, and Vista was able to take away game number 1 and also the POG. Hana Life Esports had a lot of tools to open fight, and they were able to capitalize on that comp. And some fancy engage coming out from Daft, using his flash and landing the root with the E skill. And 2 of the support players are on top of the POG standings in the LCK. Very impressive. Vista and Kyria are on top, but now we can say none of the AD carriers or top laners are on top of the POG standing, and Vista picked up 5 votes out of 9 in total. Now I'm gonna toss it back to our casters task for the game number 2 between Hana Life Esports versus Nongshim Red Force. Let's find out if Hana Life can push this momentum forward, or can Nongshim Red Force bounce back and get away from their slump. Back to our casters.